are you into like an anime and comics and stuff like that?
If you go to Alesana.store right now, you can see our it's, it's sort of a waifu shirt. It's Ceres Victoria from Hellsing. The girl, it was designed by a woman, so it's a celebration of the female form.
Speaking
But
about that, on 8th of March, International Women's Day today. So
there you go. That's right. See, I'm a girl dad and a loving husband with 3 sisters, and it's just I loved the anime Hellsing when I was in high school,
ah,
and I've met up with this Alesana fan who she's also a fantastic tattoo artist, and she actually tattooed the T-shirt design on my inner arm upside
nice.
down. Uh, I've got the more explicit version that I had to turn down her first design. I was like, we might need to cover her areolas up a little bit to sell it as a T-shirt. But so it's like a vampire soldier girl. And I can't remember what line I said I wanted in the back. She's like, can I put my favorite lyric? And I'm like, what is it? And she said, my thirst for blood turns me on. I was like, well, it fits. It's that T-shirt exists. It's in our web store. It is Ceres Victoria from Hellsing. If you haven't seen Hellsing, awesome classic anime. I'm that school of anime guys. So Hellsing, Vampire Hunter D, Berserk, X, Ninja Scroll. That's it. Like that's where I fall into it.
Berserk, that final scene in the golden
Dude,
period.
don't spoil it for anyone. That's one of those
True,
animes that anyone hasn't seen Berserk. I'm
true.
like, watch it. It is not what you think. No matter how you think it starts, it is
Oh my
not in
god.
there. It's so good.
So
I definitely, yeah, love Berserk.
how can I say that? It shocked me.
Oh yeah.
I
I
wasn't
love that I'm
expecting.
complaining about spoilers about something that's been out for 20 years. Like,
Yeah.
it's still,
but but
it's so good. It's worth it.
yeah, but to be fair, because today, for example, I finished Attack on Titan, and
Oh, okay.
yeah, and I'm discussing it with this one friend I have that I usually talk about nerdy stuff. Because
Mm,
most of the people around me are not nerdy to my level, which is disappointing
mm,
to me,
it is.
But
We'll call them plebs,
oh yeah, let's
plebeians.
and it's actually a problem, when you watch something that you're really invested in, especially with this sort of an anime that you get so immersed into, and when you
Mm,
don't have a person to talk about that, it's like it's painful.
I
It's like
know.
you,
You want
you
to share it?
deserve a person to share stuff with. But yeah, I was exactly talking with him about that because he was like, I won't say anything, so I don't spoil. You make sure that you're not saying anything to people that might watch it. And I'm like, Attack on Titan, it ended relatively soon, but still, it's
It's been
like,
out for a while. Yeah,
ah,
it's one of those things. Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that can't be your responsibility. But yeah, and the last anime I watched, I think it was so I'm actually probably Seven Deadly Sins on
Nice.
Netflix, which is just I mean, it's just the most cornball, like,
uh,
pervy nonsense, but it's funny too because I print T-shirts. My company works with a company called Color World that does anime conventions, and we
yeah.
print T-shirts that are like these full okay, so this is slightly screen printing technical,
uh,
but like a full color separation means like I've got a giant press maxed out with like 10 screens. All of them are different colors and they all
Wow.
blend together to make a very photorealistic picture.
Wow.
And it is like a lot of Jotaro, a lot of One Piece.
Of
There
course.
is some Cowboy Bebop. We did Seven Deadly Sins. And I can't remember which anime it is, but it is a girl in a throne. It is a waifu thing. She's in like a bikini and
Of
like
course.
it's like zoomed in on her feet and her toes. And it's so over the top. And part of the design is like the definition of like her outfit, and you're supposed to be able to like slightly make out her nipples and stuff. And we were like literally there at a screen, like debating on changing the colors because you couldn't tell. And I'm like, this is what my life is now. It's like, but it's so funny because it changes where you work. Because I used to work for another screen printing company called Holy Mountain Printing that does black metal merch stores. So my wife was actually the head of mail order and I was the head printer. And my job was to like look at these, like the nitty gritty, like technical details of this image and like completely glazing over the fact that it's like Christ getting decapitated. Like, you know, and like, and then another one of these full color separations where I'm printing a shirt and it is 3 witches like covering Jesus's mouth and cutting his genitals off. Like, I'm not sure if this color of this brown is the right brown. I might have to switch out the ink and stuff.
Oh my
And it's just
God.
like people ask, like, so what kind of stuff do you print? I'm like, it's usually you know, JC having like the worst day, like all the time. So
Oh my
you know,
God.
it changes place to place. It's just so funny because you get so removed when you're hung up in the minutia of printing that you forget, you know, like how absurd what you're printing really is.
Oh my God. You've seen
Just part of the
a
fun.
lot of crazy imagery. Think.
Oh yes.
Oh my
But
God.
as far as anime goes, listen, we've got a waifu t-shirt. All right, it's on Alesana.store.
I will be personally purchasing this one. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. I
Get
need
that
it.
bad boy.
I'm definitely getting this one.